These videos are nothing but the visualization or imagination of a writer called Fowler about secret agents. Face is always deceptive. Max looked more like a secret agent than Ossible. But at the end we see Ossible outsmarting Max without any weapon, which was something impossible also for James Bond. Thus, what we see in movies or read in stories are far different in real life. As most of you complain, if I ask you to take screenshot, I'm reading along with it so that there is no confusion. How does Ossible manage to make Max believe that there is a balcony attached to his room? Look back at his detailed description of it. What makes it a convincing story? Or the question may come in this way also. Looking back at the story, when do you think Ossible thought of his plan for getting rid of Max? Do you think he had worked out his plan in detail right from the beginning, or he had made up his plan taking advantage of events as they happen? So these two questions are from your book. You can check your book. Question number 2 and 3. I have tried to combine this together and give the answer in one, so that you have to memorize only one answer. So Ossible had great presence of mind. In the first case, he was able to read the confusion of Fowler's mind. When they met for the first time, Ossible could understand very well what was going on in his mind. Secondly, he showed his great skill in dealing with the intruder Max. He had not planned everything beforehand, taking advantage of the situation as it occurred. Narrated the tale of balcony with great presence of mind. When Max was threatening him to death, Ossible was not at all afraid. He sat on the armchair and began to complain about the balcony and made prey both Ossible and Max by his words. He said that the room where he was studying used to be the part of a large unit, and the next room through the door, which used to be the living room. He further added that it had the balcony which extended under the window. Anyone could get from the empty room 2 doors down. In fact, he complained about it as someone did it a month ago. He accused the management for not blocking the way. After the repeated knocking at the door, Ossible simply told that it was police. So Max thought to wait at the balcony and would come back when the police would go away. But there was no balcony. It was the presence of mind of Ossible, and also the knocking of the door was not police, rather the room service boy. Thus, Max died jumping out of the window, and Ossible's presence of mind made Fowler also stammered, as he was surprised or couldn't recall what happened. Give a plain picture of the character of Ossible. After reading the story, we have come to the conclusion that Ossible was a man with great presence of mind and wit. He already had a backup plan for each and every situation he came across. He had an extraordinary skill of dealing with the unpredictable situation without getting nervous. Ossible, a sloppy fat secret agent who was appointed for protecting an important paper. However, his physique and accent, as described by the author, presents him as good for nothing fellow. Fowler also considered him to be the low-grade secret agent, as he did not deal in espionage or danger. Ossible was totally different from the spies which we read or see in movies now and then, such as Sherlock Holmes, Hercule Poirot, James Bond, Miss Maple, etc. Here you change the paragraph, then write. But in the second part of the story, we are able to see his stunning presence of mind and intelligence. When Max was threatening him to death, Ossible did not fear and sat on the armchair and complained about the balcony and made prey both Fowler and Max by his words. After the repeated knocking at the door, Ossible simply told that it was police. So Max thought to wait on the balcony and would come back when the police would go away. But there was no balcony. It was the presence of mind of Ausable, and also the knocking of the door was not police, rather the room service boy. Here you can write the name also, Henry. Thus, Max died jumping out of the window, and Ausable's presence of mind made Fowler also stammered as he was surprised and could not recall what happened, how Ausable was killed or Max without how Ausable killed Max without having any weapon was somewhat impossible also for James Bond. Here ends the first question. Then there is another. Describe the meeting between Max and Ausable. Ausable was a secret agent who was appointed for protecting a report on an important paper. That day he had a guest with him, Fowler, who came to him to have some idea about secret agents. But he got disappointed as Ausable was much different from others. So Ausable, narrating the importance of paper to Fowler, went to a gloomy French hotel where he had booked a room. When they entered his room, they were shocked to see a man holding a pistol in hand. He was Max, an enemy of Ausable, whom Ausable thought to be in Berlin. Here you change the paragraph. Thus, Max revealed the report to be about missiles and demanded to him, but Ausable told him the appointment was after 31 minutes also complained about his room for having a balcony which extended to his window. With this, Max also revealed that he entered Ausable's room through pass key and he was going to wait at the balcony till the appointment was over. Until the appointment was over, it should be until. After hearing the knocking at the door and believing that it might be the police, he went out to the window. Thus, with a scream, he embraced death. Next question. Describe the meeting between Ausable and Fowler. The meeting between Ausable and Fowler was a thrilling one. Fowler came to Ausable to have some ideas about secret agent's life, but he was disappointed as Ausable was not the secret agent whom he visioned or read in some book. Actually, Ausable was a complete opposite to them. Fowler thought of dealing with espionage or danger with him, or imagined to see mysterious figures at night or could hear the crack of pistol, but he spent his evening in a dull music hall with Ausable. Seeing expressions, Ausable knew that Fowler was feeling bored staying with him. Thus, to entertain or to give some thrill to Fowler, Ausable told him about the paper for which he was appointed and told that it had the power to change the course of history, but it did not mean anything to Fowler as he wanted an adventurous deed, not a tale of ordinary papers. Change the paragraph. Later on, Fowler was stunned, S-T-U-N-N-E-D, stunned by Ausable's personality and presence of mind. The way he outwitted the secret agent, Max, who had taken aim at him, made him spellbound. Next question. What is your impression about Ausable from the first part of the story and the last part? In the first case, we find Ausable was able to read the confusion of Fowler when they meet for first time. Ausable could not understand very well what was going on in his mind. It should be on. Secondly, he showed his great skill in dealing with the intruder Max. He had planned everything beforehand, taking advantage of the situation as it occurred. He narrated the tale of balcony with great presence of mind. The story in fact befooled both Max and Fowler. Both of them fell into the trap. Ausable had the great quality to think quickly and act. Next question. What was the discussion of the report took place between Ossible and Max. Max, holding the gun, told Ossible to give the report concerning new missile which he boasted, it should be boasted, to be safer in his hand than Ossible. But Ossible told Max that the appointment of give and take, it should be give, would happen after some time at 12:30. So Max agreed to wait till the appointment was made. Next question. Who was the visitor that made a series of knocking? What did the visitor say to Ossible? The visitor, answer, the visitor who was knocking repeatedly was Henry, the room service boy. Henry told Ossible that he brought the drink which he ordered. He set the tray on the table, deftly opened the bottle and left the room. It made Max think that the man was no other than police who came to protect the important document. Next question. Why did Max scream? Believing the description of the room which Ossible gave, he put his both leg on the window bar and with a push he tried to jump on the balcony. Since there was no balcony, he fell down the 6th floor with a scream. Actually, the description of Ossible's room was made up story by Ossible. Thus, Max faced death, believing the sloppy fat spy, sloppy SLOPPY. How did Max get in? Max got in through Ossible's room through a passkey. He might have bribed the management or have shown them the pistol to give him the key. Here are some additional question answers. Who was Max? Max was a slender, a tall-like figure with features that suggested that he was crafty and clever like a fox. Although he did not look menacing, yet the gun he carried made him look ferocious. In fact, Fowler might have thought that Max resembled more a secret agent than Ossible. How did Ossible befool Max? Ossible was staying in a small room on the 6th and top floor of a French hotel, and in order to befool Max, Ossible seemed to complain to management, saying that it was second time that somebody his room through the balcony. He also added that the balcony belonged it should be to next apartment. Ossible said that his room used to be a part of large unit of the next room. Through that door there used to be living room. He said that the room had a balcony which extended to his room. People could get onto it through empty room 2 doors down. Somebody used this passage and entered his room the previous month. When he complained, the management promised to block it off, but they had not. Next question. What did Max do when he heard the knocking? What did Ossible do? Max bit his lip nervously when he came to know that the knocking was made by the police. In order to make him more terrified, Ossible said that the police would enter anyway if the door is not open. Instantly, Max's face became dark with anger and he backed swiftly towards the window. He asked Ossible to send them away as he hid himself in the balcony. Ossible said that he had informed the police as he possessed an important paper that would change the history. He needed some extra protection. He added that he told the police to check on him to make sure everything was there any balcony? Why was the story created? No, there was not a balcony outside the window. It was totally an imaginary story cooked by Ossible to outsmart Max. He wanted to get rid of Max as he carried a pistol in his hand. At that time, Ossible was not ready with any weapon, so he tried to overpower with words. So he created an imaginary story of the balcony. He even acted as if he was very angry with the management. He accused them of not blocking the passage from the balcony, and when the room service boy knocked at the door, he got another chance to completely outsmart Max. Believing the story, Max get out and fell down from the top floor. So here we have ended our question answers. These are the most common question answers that comes in your exam. So I have discussed it. Please write it down in the notebook. Thank you for watching.